All right. My friend is now a woman. Oh, Jesus. To he whose hair is red and whose balls are blue. I'm a 25-year-old man, and one of my close friends from high school, who I still see somewhat regularly, recently told me that he is transgender. You know, I don't know what that means. Let me look that up. I always get transvestite means you just wear women's clothes. Let me get this right. Transgender. Here we go. Transgender, according to Wikipedia, is the state of one's gender identity, self-identification as woman, man, neither or both, or gender expression not matching one's assigned sex. Oh, so you don't have to get so a transsexual then is if you had the sex change? You know what this is like? This is like trying to spell like psychology, psychotic. I don't fucking know. All those PYSCH, all those fucking things. I can never keep them straight. Identification by others as male, female, or intersex based on physical/genetic sex. This is already over my head. Transgender is independent of sexual orientation. Sexual orientation. What is that? What is sexual orientation? What you're into? Now I got to look on this, right? Sexual orientation is an enduring personal quality that inclines people to feel romantic or sexual attraction to persons of the opposite sex or gender, the same sex. All right, so basically gay, straight, bi, okay. So that mystery. Oh my God, this is like quicksand. It just keeps going further. Transgender is independent of who you want to fuck. Let's put this in layman's term. Transgender people may identify as heterosexual, homosexual, bisexual, pansexual, polysexual, or asexual. I know what asexual is. I know what bisexual. What is pansexual? Why would you have sex with a man? Pansexual or omnisexuality is sexual attraction, sexual desire, romantic love, or emotional attraction toward people of any sex or gender identity. Oh, so that's not bisexual, like you're into men and women. This goes to the next level where you're also into transsexuals? Jesus, you know what this seems like, you know, when those word problems in math? Oh my God, look at this. You know, this fucking, okay, polysexual. It looks polysexual. You know the male sign and the female sign? The sign for polysexual looks like that sign that Prince changed himself to. Polysexuality is the attraction to multiple genders and or sexes. What do they mean, multiple genders? There's two genders. You're either a man or a woman, right? Or is a transsexual? I'm already lost. Is that considered a gender? A polysexual, if you run for office, do you have to know this shit so you don't fuck this up? President Burr, how much does a dozen eggs cost? I don't fucking know. I got a private chef. A polysexual person is one encompassing or characterized by many different kinds of sexuality. Polysexuality is a sexual identity used by people who recognize that the term bisexual, I can't even read this word, REIFLES, the gender dichotomy that underlines the distinction between heterosexuality and homosexuality. Oh, is that what it is? I don't fucking know. I don't even know. All right, so, Jesus fucking Christ. You know what's funny? The amount of people that could read that and totally get it. It just all becomes fucking mumbo jumbo to me. All right, I can't even remember. Transgender. Okay, he actually said this means that even though he is physically a man, he identifies as a woman. Okay. He told me that he isn't thinking about getting surgery or anything major like that, but wants to try living as a woman from now on. Well, he just became way more difficult to buy for, didn't he? Guys are easy to buy. Now, what do you buy the guy who identifies as a woman that has everything? You know, what do you get him? Some Chanel scarf? that's out of print? I don't fucking know. Anyways, he has always been a little peculiar, so this didn't exactly come out of left field. But since telling me this, he/she has begun wearing unflattering women's clothing that, to be blunt, look fucking gross. Well, I bet, did he know how to dress when he was a guy? I mean, can you give him a little bit of a learning curve? How would you put together an outfit? I would go with yoga pants and flats. I would just start like, I would dress like a woman on laundry day. I would ease myself into it, before I tried to pull off anything a little more risque. Like, what would I change my name to? Would I be Wilma? Wilma's clubbing tonight. Then what do I do? I'd have to do some sort of theme, like dress like a housewife in the 1950s. Like Rosie the Riveter meets fucking that chick who was banging Desi Arnaz. Lucy. Whatever, I don't know. Imagine David Cross prancing around in a skimpy miniskirt. Anyways, I want to be supported. Oh, he dove straight in. He's dressing like a fucking skank. Anyways, I want to be supportive of my friend in this time in their life and don't want to turn my back on them, but I don't know how much more I can handle seeing them dressed like this, and his/her new interest in cutesy girly stuff seems contrived. I don't think you can really contrive something like that. It takes a lot of fucking balls, which I'm sure you can see hanging out of that small skirt, to walk around in that shit. He says, I've thought about suggesting for him/her to wear more conservative female clothing, but don't know how to begin to bring up a subject like that. I would just bring up Barbara Bush and just see where the conversation goes. I don't know what the fuck to tell you here. If I'm making suggestion. Now, this is a question. Do you have to call her her? I think that's fucking weird. It's like you're clearly a dude. You still have a dick, right? I don't know. I guess that's one of those things where you go like, yeah, he's right over there. And then someone will be like, she's over there. People patting themselves in the back, how politically correct they are. Oh, you mean that hairy leg chick with the dick and balls? Is that where she is? Jesus fucking Christ. 2 + 2 is 5 now? I'm accepting with his jean skirt. Isn't that enough? You're going to come at me about pronouns? Anyways, overall, this friendship is just proving to be exhausting because I feel like I've lost a friend I once had and they've become a new person that I don't get along with. Am I an asshole if I stop agreeing to hang out with him/her and slowly cut them out of my life? What would you do in my situation? He/she has always had a strong personality and many other friends, so it isn't like I'd be leaving them to be alone. But am I a bad person if I can't handle being their friend anymore? Thanks, love the podcast, and go fuck yourself. No, if somebody's being irritating, they're fucking irritating, all right? You've accepted their choice. I don't know. If they're annoying the shit out of you, then yeah. You seem like you've accepted their fact. Like, you can't go so liberal that even though they've become a douche, that you're going to completely ignore that because you feel like you're now not accepting the fact that he now dresses like a she. So if you don't have a problem with that, which you don't seem to, but the person still is annoying, then, you can't just fucking hang out with them because now they're wearing a dress. Treat them like a regular person. If they're fucking irritating, you got to cut them out of your life. That's it.